Really amazing. Earlier today, you hosted an investor day to explore the future of the Basketball Africa League. What can you share about the progress of the conversations and how does that potential transition to the franchise model is shaping the next chapter?
Yeah, all the momentum that we've seen over the last 6 seasons or so has led to this moment. We're now at the moment where we're ready to go out and have permanent BAL franchises in the biggest cities in Africa. And we think what that's going to do is create stronger ties to the community. It's going to create bigger commercial opportunities. It's going to create more opportunities for building of infrastructure, more beautiful arenas like this. And it's also going to create opportunities for more boys and girls to play the game of basketball. So we're so excited. We had an investor day here in Kigali where we had a ton of people who are expressing to us their desire to have a franchise in their market.
So again, thank you so much for all the amazing work. The BAL continues to grow. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Quentin. Thanks for everything you've been doing for the BAL as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark Tatum. Thanks, Q. Lovely to hear those words. We relish and appreciate, the progress of BAL in so many different areas. Don't we, Asha?
Absolutely. Looking at all the potential investors in Kigali, right here courtside, enjoying all the action and getting a feel of what the product looks like. It's just amazing and shows the growth of the BAL over the years.
Randall slides his way into another score. Look at that. Beautifully done. And another 2 points to take you up to 14.
Well, if you thought that Rondo is just a basketball player, think again. He is into acrobatics, and look at that move and the way that he was able to maneuver his way to the basket. And of course, his family is right here, enjoying all the action.
She was down in Pretoria. His partner, of course, and all family members turning up to follow what he's doing here and his team. Randall gets the ball back there from Abimana, tries to launch it high. Ballow's committed a foul on Kordu, and that means that that's his third personal foul, which is a problem. 6:37 left in the third.
That's a big problem here for the RSSB Tigers. But Kordu manages to put himself in a good position to box out and use an opportunity to get the ball possession back for Fusdirabat, and they do, and Balo heads to the bench.
Yeah. Heroic move, he goes high, gets the 2+1. That's a great move. The acceleration and the speed. I mean, he played for the Nairobi City Thunder, who rumbled their way, into their second BAL. There's a third foul for Habimana as well.
He had just 2 points in the opening 2 quarters, Uchenna Iroegbu, but has now scored 4 quick points for Fusdirabat. It shows that he's taking on more responsibility now, attacking the paint, and for Nore Habimana to get a 4th personal foul is not healthy for the RSSB Tigers. But in comes Axel Mpoyo, who will fill in his position there, and that changes the dynamics on the court for the RSSB Tigers. Axel Mpoyo will play the small forward role, And Osborne Shema support Mangok Matiang inside the paint.
Who's got 3 fouls? You know, you actually have a look at some of the, you got 2 bigs, and Habimana, of course, you know, picked up 3 and 4 fouls. Problem going into the 4th quarter, depending on how they deal with the next 6:30 here, 51-40, and the ball in the hands of the Tigers. Q, we're going to come over to you.
Leonard Jr. hasn't come back from the locker room and we haven't seen him yet on the floor. And that could be a reoccurrence of the foot injury that saw him not play for the last couple of games in the Kalahari Conference. And that, again, will create some rotation issues for this RSSB Tigers team.
That's a big shot. Well, we've got Jackson in town. I mean, he's going to dance his way all the way to the 3-point shooting range and produce another clinic.
Captain, fantastic. That's what confidence does.
It's a steal. It's Randall. Randall on the handle.
Wow, the house is on their feet. All the fans have been waiting for moments like this to enjoy Craig Randall II's individual brilliance, and he's making no mistake.
18 your age, Joshua. 18 points. Lovely.
I don't know what binary you're counting.
Oh, it doesn't matter. My abacus tells me 18. I knew he floats one over the top, a delight to the eye. The perfect way to respond, but it's a 13-point differential here. Oh, come on. You cannot do that. The behind the back pass to Randall to Matiang. He gets fouled trying to rise up and put the 2 points on the board.
Well, he can shoot the ball, Craig Randall. He can feed the bigs, and in this case, Mangok Matiang fails to connect there. There's a bit of contact from Ayub Nohi and Sofian Kurdu, but that would definitely have made it to the highlight reel. Mangok, 33 years of age, born in Juba in Sudan at the time. In 1992, it's now South Sudan, the youngest country in the world, before, of course, fleeing to Sudan because of the civil war. Went to Egypt and ended up in Australia, started in Sydney, played football, did track and field, but he was encouraged to play the game of basketball because he was tall, and the rest is history.
There he is, Matiang doing the damage there. He's up to 4 points with his 3 fouls. It's 59-44. Fusarabat need to get a response. Remember, this is over 2 games. This is so big advantage. It's not good. Iroegbu gets 2 there. You want to keep it single digits would be good. Double figures, not so good.
He's up to 8 points. Uchenna Iroegbu.
Oh, lovely work there. And it's Howard Stephen trying to get the ball to Nui. There's one of your friends from Rwanda you like to dance with normally. I'm trying to hold Usher back from going up there. She's so keen to dance, it's crazy. 59-46, 4:54 left in the third. We'll be back.
When I catch a National Park, it's all the big fun. I fall in love in Kigali. People like to enjoy life. This was my dream since I was a kid. Walking with abuelas every day.
There is something really magical about Lumwe National Forest. This is our little piece of heaven.
Rwanda is a place that everybody should really visit. Welcome to Rwanda.
This November, Global Africa creates, Africa connects, Nigeria leads. Connects Weekend is where global Africa's creative economy takes center stage, making deals that shape the future. Connects welcomes the world to Lagos, Africa's creative capital. Creators, investors, innovators. This is your moment. This is Connects Weekend 2026.
59-46, 4:54 in the third, 13-point lead there for the Tigers. Fusarabat need to find answers. Q has all of the answers normally.
Sometimes I try, but I have a little bit of a recipe that Coach Henry Bonita was having with his team, and it's about being more aggressive, attacking the pace. As much as they've been able to knock down shots, they want to continue their aggression on the offensive end out of this timeout and see if they can force Fus Rabat into more foul trouble.
Well, they're doing great things, aren't they? That's good work from Hour just to get his hand in the way, stop Mathiang from getting there. Picked up by Nui, just holding it, using the clock. They've got to be smart about it, make the right passes. Nui flings it back out, but it's gone into no man's land. Just have to be a little bit more patient.
Well, those two turnovers will have Fus Rabat. It was going to be very important for their rhythm and momentum here in the third quarter. And you can see the frustration on the face of El Bouzidi, but they're a team that like to be resilient and they'll come back.
Mathiang just given so much space to get that rebound. They can't get deflated. Oh, that's run out of space. Nui in front of Shema. Oh my word. Contact. And that will be 2 shots there. Adamana came in before he could rise up over the rim. There was a little touch to the hands.
Well, obviously looking at the replay here, Ayoub Nouhi thought he had a clear lane to the basket, but Osborne Shemmer comes from behind, has contact with the ball, and that length is exactly why he is on the floor. He was unfortunate to be out with an injury for 10 months, and during that period of recovery lost his lovely sister. And he said that playing in the BAL players for the RSSB Tigers, Osborne Shemmer, helps him, and it is a dedication to his left sister. So every minute, every possession, every moment he spends on the floor here today is for his amazing family who continue to support him in his basketball career.
Went to Doha to get his streaming the operation, etc., to get him right. Same place as where Neymar was. There's Leonard Jr. Look, he's not going to come back on it. As you mentioned, Q, that's something that's a bit concerning. It's he went down on his ankle, he received the treatment. It looks like they're just trying to keep him wrapped in cotton wool rather than getting him out there, right, Dasha?
They have so much quality on the floor, the RSSB Tigers, especially with Randall the second on the floor.
Oh, they get another chance. Jackson as well. The captain goes over the top. There's a foul committed. And once again, gets himself into those pockets of space. I mean, Randall is just awkward, complicated, difficult to deal with.
Instant offense is what Randall is, and we have not seen such prolific scoring in the BAL in the 6 seasons, and he continues to just prove that he is a real factor, especially on the scouting report, and even with the preparation that you have, he's still a prolific scorer.
Craig Randall the second comes from a basketball family. His father played basketball, his mother as well, and his brothers Lance and Kyle, they keep him accountable. He says that when he scored the 54 points to set the BAL record, his brother told him he could have made it 60. So he knows that nothing is given. He has to continue shining and fighting.
El Hawa back out to Iraqbu. Louis' first attempt doesn't fall. Louis calls for it. And he gets it. Shoots. Front rim will pick it up. Third time lucky. Oh, just loses possession under pressure from Mpoyo. And an opportunity to try and get points means that they still trail by 13.
Well, even if the RSSB Tigers are in the lead here, they will not be pleased with the way they've approached the game. They're struggling on a couple of ball possessions in terms of how they execute. They're a team that love to score in high numbers, but they'll have to find their rhythm. Perhaps it comes with playing at home in front of their fans for the very first time.
Here's Randall around the outside. Tries to go, oh my word. What can he can do absolutely everything. He's up to 22 now.
Skill is not quote in the market. You gotta work on it. And Craig Rondo II, he does that all the time.
You know, constantly, consistent. And I think that when you see a player of that level bringing his A game to the floor, right through the Kalahari Conference, straight into the first quarterfinal, you know that you've got a gem. And I think that, he's looking like he's probably one of the best acquisitions from overseas that we've seen in the BAL. We've had a few as well, from Dixon right through, but he has been extraordinary so far.
Absolutely extraordinary, and just let that shot go by. But I had a chat with his dad, and he talked a lot about the work that he does in the off season.
ZA with a big three, another one dropping in from the sky.
This time he does it on the other side of the court, but again from the best line. It's really one of his best shooting positions and executes, and they're about yet to find a solution for that.
Move in the paint, good moment that is. We saw him in the Sahara Conference before he picked up that injury, of course, that kept him out for the final 3 games. Same game that we saw Zwita go out. And what he showed at the start was flashes of brilliance. He was looking very slick for the first 2 games, then all of a sudden, he doesn't play the final 3. Once he finds that momentum, you've got a player who's quality. Do you want to pick your winner? Carry on, Usher.
I would encourage you to vote. And please tell everybody to get involved.
73% to 27%. You've still got time to vote, people. Yes, you have. Q, over to you. Have you voted? Jackson puts in the 2, and Q's been saved by the score.
Antino Jackson Jr. says playing the game of basketball has really saved his life. He's had to, learn to play the game, and you see that in the way that he celebrates. He came to play for the Rwanda Energy Group, ended up joining APR, did not find his fit, but with the RSSB Tigers, he's become the face of this team and continues to work hard every time he's given an opportunity on the floor.
Gianni. Need more out of Gianni. Doesn't spend much time on the floor, and he can lift off. That's a great score, and Akbu starting to show us what he's capable of. 5 points for him.
Great work there, especially in the absence of Zvita and Sofian Kurdu.
Fullback 2 attempts. Kwani with another rebound. That's his 9th. And is on the cusp of a double-double. On the cusp. 8 points so far. A little bit short, collected there by Zizier, and there's the charge. There's Jackson. Oh my word, that's crushing. Wow, foul there. And he really got taken out on that occasion in a big way. It seems to be okay, Bizimaya.
Kwani, cold tap, mid-air. At least both players are safe there. And Izimana with an opportunity to score his first ever points in the BAL playoffs. One of the young players featured the Rwandan League team, finding him on that transition, just waiting for an opportunity for him to be part of the offensive play here.
When you look at the style of play of the RSSB Tigers and the fact that they can quickly get out in transition, but also attack the perimeter, and if they miss, they have bodies that crush the boards. They are just a very terrifying offense to come up against, and the adjustments that defenses are going to make are extensive, and so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Coach Buzidi does out of this in going into the fourth quarter because they have to make inroads into this league if they want to keep that final fixture interesting.
Well, with those two converted free throws, it means that Bizimana becomes the 8th player to join the scoreboard here for the RSSB Tigers. They're dynamic, they're versatile, and even without Tafael Leonard Jr., they're still able to score.
.9 seconds remaining here.
And that foul means that Kwani will head to the free throw line. Both of these teams in foul trouble with less than a minute to play in the third quarter. It's beginning to look like the RSSB Tigers have the upper hand here consistently in this game and dominating every quarter. They won the first by 11 points, 24 for them and 13 for Fused Rabat, and had a lead at the halftime break. But that man, Uchenna, on the cusp, like you say, there's a double, 8 points and 9 rebounds. But on the bench, getting a breather, he's earned that substitution there. That's a walk. That's a walk. He was absolutely already thinking about the basket on the other side.
And Mahina, Akbub, Kwani, 9 points so far, looking to try and extend that. And Howard picks it up. Diane with the screeners down into the corner. Chance for a 3-shot. Net is the only way. Kwani with 3.
Wow, it's been a very tough day from the 3-point line for Fused Rabat, and that's the second time. Earlier it was a youth.
No, the communication breakdown between the 3 players, and it was there for the taking. Our fouls. I can't believe that they didn't communicate better. That was just a simple collect, score, communicate.
And it happens in the game of basketball, but Mohamed Dian thought it was him, Kwani on the other end, but Bizimana in the right place at the right time, tries to feed Nize, but it doesn't work out for them. And they'll have an opportunity on the charity line here, the RSSB Tigers.
Kiri looks a little bit deflated, Coach Al-Bouzidi. He's not as active and as vocal as he usually is. You can understand that he's deflated because this scoreline is looking a little bit. I mean, it's only 13, but he's not. I don't know. Tell us more.
I don't think that that's even a part of his vocabulary. I do think we will see some interesting adjustments going into the fourth quarter. The character of Fused Rabat is to fight, and they will figure out a way to slow down the offense, maybe take it into the half court, just limit the amount of possessions and see if they can win a couple more possessions than RSSB Tigers and push the scoreline a little bit closer. It might have to be done from the 3-point line as well.
Yeah, Louis, he hit a wonderful 3-pointer. The question is, where are the other points going to come from? They have to find options. And at the moment, they don't have many options from the outside. And they're making a few little errors going through the paint, when they do have those scoring opportunities.
It's been a very tough outing for them. They're also a team that can shoot the ball from the outside. And the youth Nuhi, they have to try and find him. El Hawa as well is a good executor from the 3-point line. And those are some of the options that they have.
What's the result from the official review, Q?
The result is that the foul stays the same, no upgrade, will just be 2 shots. As per normal.
20.7 seconds remaining.
Two personal fouls for El Hawa as we got towards the end of the third quarter. But that man, Diodon Ndaisaba Ndizeye, on the free throw line, is come through the ranks here in the Rwandan League, played for the Patriots, won the league, was named MVP in the Rwandan Top Flight League. Came from IPRC Kigali, not so far from here in Kicukiro district, and now joined APR and then RSSB Tigers as a Rwandan team looks to go all the way to the final of a BAL. But first, the quarterfinals, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 for 6 from the field. And Ndaisaba becomes the third player for RSSB Tigers to have double digits with 10 points, 1 less than Nore Habimana.
Again, Akbu straight through the middle. He's got a very good game. He's a very slick operator, isn't he? Because he does the split, the simple things right. That was the right score. But look what Randall's doing. He's causing all sorts of issues there, but it's been too late to try and go up the other end. Randall doesn't score, and at the end of the third, it is a 12-point lead that the Tigers have. Booster Rabat have got a hand to play in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. And the game summary is for you, Asha.
11 three-pointers for the RSSB Tigers at the end of the third quarter, just 2 for Fuster Rabat. That right there is the difference that has the Rwandan side in the lead against Fuster Rabat going into the last quarter. 32 rebounds for the home side, 1 less than Fuster Rabat were able to do. But the dunk of the game, Rondo finding Omar Balo, who connects with that ball. Look at the energy with which he impacts that rim, and what a great introduction to the BAL playoffs.
And that is our D of the G.
The D of the G. Wow, I didn't see that coming. I think you did.
Brought to you by Rwanda. Q.
The dream of Africa.
I know you spoke about the body language from Coach Al-Fuzidi, but that was a very fiery third quarter break, and there's still a lot of belief from Puss. They want to continue to attack the paint. They want to continue to see if they can unlock the three-point line, but a big focus on the defensive end and stopping the scoring of Randall.
Young with the groove, smiling, ready to enter this fourth quarter. But of course, Booster Rabat hungry. They want to get themselves points. They want to try and fight for this. They have fight, they have bite. They beat Club African, who were unbeaten, with a very fine performance. Let's see what they can do out here now. Oh, coming back and dealing with that. It's gone out of bounds though. But
so many jittery hands, perhaps the players need some powder, you know, like the LeBron James powder, playoffs powder.
boom, boom.
Yes, but of course it's the start of the fourth quarter here, and both of the teams trying to find their fit. Fuster Rabat with the ball possession.
Kwani 12 points. There's El Hawa. Down to the corner, Akbu. Oh, he gets rid of Ndazier. Back out. Ben Mahina tries to go for the 3 shot. Second chance. And nearly leaves the ball behind. Back out, Akboob. El Hawa, 3! Big score that is for El Hawa.
I spoke about El Hauer finding his rhythm from the three-point line, and now he becomes the third Fuster player to score from range, and that's exactly what they needed. They pass that ball around, find space, get him the ball, and he executes from the three-point line.
There's a foul on Ben Raheen, that's his third personal. Just look at this, getting tangled up with you-know-who. Randall.
And talking about fouls, this man, Nore Habimana, he has 4 personal fouls. He also has to stay careful so he can remain on the floor for RSSB Tigers.
Comes out wide. Oh, it just goes out the back. 12-point advantage, picked up there by Kwani. Kwani tries to go up, it's been snatched, the defense is good. That's gone all the way down into the corner, foot over the line, out of bounds. A little bit close.
He came close, he thought he had enough to secure that ball, Rondo, but Balo, a bit unfortunate with that pass. But the RSSB Tigers are still comfortable. 39% from the field for them, 45 for Fuster Rabat, who've been more efficient.
You can see Abdel Karim El Hawa saying we need to communicate a little bit better just to make sure that we get those points on plays. Comes out Kwani with a big shot. Is there a rebound, and Akboob unable to get his hands on it. Barlow does the business at the back. Randall, 3-shot, high, dry. Oh.
There's a foul called on the floor.
They scored against Fuster Rabat once again. I think it was on Barlow.
And RSSB Tigers have an opportunity to extend that lead to double digits. 4 personal fouls for Kwani, and that's not good news for Coach Said El Bouzidi, but he has options on the floor.
He's going through the paint this time. The SWAT team are in position. And Tian a little bit frustrated. Akboob as well. Akboob will pick up that foul. That's going to be just his second personal. But Randall, come on. He's just causing chaos in the paint. That's it, and outside.
That's exactly why they signed a player like Rondo. He brings that energy, he can attack the paint, he can shoot from the outside. And you can see the instructions in the scouting report were very clear. Every time he heads to the basket, he attracts 3 players. That's how much of a quality player he is. But now with another opportunity to go to the free throw line here, Rondo.
What he showcased in the Kalahari conference was his ability to attack the paint as well. You know, we saw his ability to knock down threes when he broke the record, but he is a very skilled finisher inside the paint, and his athleticism just gives him a little bit of an edge.
And the shots from the free throw line as well. In fact, I saw that Akboob actually got swatted by one of his own. It was Tian who knocked him down. And it was Fuster Rabat's 10-point lead. It's all about, it's kind of like damage limitation, you know? It's, you think that Fuster Rabat is starting to get themselves back into this, and all of a sudden, you know, the Tigers just go for it. Said El Bouzidi, honestly, I've never seen him so dormant, if you like, you know, just in how his body gesture just tells us that he's watching and hoping. Tian doing, that's picked up, second chance. Oh, it comes off the foot of Matiang, it's going to be green ball.
Well, for Coach Said El Bouzidi, you have to feel sorry for him, because before the season started, they of course lined up a couple of great signings. They thought that they had the team to go all the way to the final for the first time for a Moroccan team. And the injuries have just not helped their cause here. But it's just a 10-point game. You know, there's still so much basketball yet to be played. 7 minutes to be exact.
Yeah, there's a lot of, you can be, you know, they're coming up against, I think a lot of people have said that, you know, maybe the best team this season in the BAL, shots like that they're going, the depth that they've got, Habimana up to 13.
Incredible choice for Habimana to attack the paint and just give them another edge on their offense.
Backwood with a 3 shots. Oh, pure net. I like that. Now, he scores points in the paint. He's the one scoring from the outside. More time on the floor, more points for the team.
Lovely. Fourth different player to score a 3-pointer here for Fils de Rabat on top of Ayub Nuri, El Hauer, and of course, Ben Mim.
Double figures now. Backwood. Oh, there's good defensive work there, and Ballo looking to try and do what he does best, which is blockbuster dunks off the glass and in. And Akboob has now moved up to 12 points.
He's come alive here, Akboob asking the questions at the right time.
Oh my, that was massive from the parking lot and in.
That man has scored 11 3-pointers at some point in this BAL season against Der City, and he's still amassing more numbers, up to 27 points for Rondo.
Nui going high, tries to use the glass. Ballo with a rebound.
Wow, 10-point game here with 5 minutes to play. And a foul on that man Rondo.
And it's going to be the 4th personal for Ben Maheen. He'll join Kwani. And this time, Said El Bouzidi comes off out of his seat. Cordo about to come on. And look at Leonard Julia, he's hobbling there. If we can get, maybe see some images as he just gave the towel there to Randall.
Well, Ben Min talking to Omar C, the referee, as they try to understand exactly what was the call, but Craig Rondo II got the ball, was able to stay suspended in mid-air, attracted the foul, and got that foul on him, and of course, he goes to the charity line. We'll be back after this break.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwanda soared higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience. The kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
10-point difference between Tigers and Fils de Rabat. 5:29 left to play. Hugh, what's come out? First of all, we're going to look at the block of the game. Let's have a look at this. There's the passing. Ballo goes up. And Kordu, he had 3 back-to-back blocks coming in succession. Impressive work there. That's the B of the G.
Bagok Matiang thought that he had that one-handed opportunity to dunk on Sofian Kurdu, but he was in for a great shock as the 40-year-old Moroccan international decided to bring his A game and block him on that particular possession. But that man, Craig Rondo II, 172 points in 6 games already for the RSSB Tigers in this BAL Season 6. He's chasing the big numbers, but more importantly, he says he wants to take this Rwandan team to the final. But first, Fils de Rabat stands in the way in the quarterfinals.
Q, what was said after the timeout?
Are really planning around getting a little bit more touches for Omar Ballo on the interior as they continue to make adjustments on the offensive side that they think are going to help them in the next game. So just look for the adjustments on the offensive side and Omar Ballo getting a couple more touches inside the paint.
Ballo with 9 rebounds, 5 points. He's been protector of the boards out there. and also scoring some big dunks as well. Akbu trying to go around Matiang and gets the rebounds. That's going to be his 9th rebound for Matiang. Long range shots, surely not. This time, Randall can't get his spot there. Kordu. Akbu off the glass. Matiang with the rebounds. And that's going to be his 9th rebound. Front rim, back out. Second chance. Comes back out to Barlow, back out to Matiang. Here we go once again. There's the shot coming in, it's floated over the top. Randall up to 32 points.
Wow, beautifully done. It is the 3rd time that he enters the 30-point mark in this BAL season. Craig Randall the second.
Kordu, 15-point lead with 4 minutes 14 left to play. Kordu drives through, gets fouled.
Wow, RSSB Tigers chasing another century in this BAL season. They've scored 100 plus 3 times before in 5 games. And with 4 minutes to play, seems like a possibility here.
Now, their only loss in the Kalahari Conference was against the Nairobi City Thunder, 92-101. And that was the only time they didn't manage to breach the 100-point barrier. We saw Leonard Jr. there, hobbling earlier, just to give the towel to his partner in crime, Randall. I wonder what his state of play is and whether or not he'll be able to play the next game, because that ankle injury could be quite serious.
We'll find out after assessment from the RSSB Tigers medical team, Dr. Arlette and Fabrice, who did a good job, by the way, with him earlier before they started preparing for the playoffs.
The pass, Barlow! Blockbuster dunk! Come on!
Wow! Energy, precision, right there for that man, Omar Barlow, and that's the 3rd time that he's dunking in this game, and that's a proper welcome to the BAL.
Sledgehammer finish, come on! He does it his own way, but that's, well, he pulled the trigger, smashed, crashed it down. Big scoring moment for the Malian.
Well, a great representation for Mali, and eagle-like vision, like they're called back home in the West African nation, and the crowd love every minute.
Well, you got players who will lift the crowd every time that they produce blockbuster shots like that. Randall's the same. Leonard Jr., there's a whole host of them. Ball's being picked. Jackson, and there's Randall once again. Surely not. Big 3! 35 points, Randall again delivers from out west.
Leonard Craig Randall the second. What an incredible player, but the vision from Antino to find him down the lane in transition. He looks at his options, still takes the shot, even if Kwani steps up to him. Swish, pure net, and the crowd, the Rwandans who've been waiting for this particular moment to support this man who was shining all the way down in Pretoria in the Kalahari Conference. They're able to enjoy that, and now they can't wait to show him that they have so much love for him here in the land of 1,000 hills.
Well, we're going to take a look at the play of the game. Here, this is what it's all about. Randall sets it up for Leonard Jr., who soars in from the stratosphere to drain that with a wonderful alley-oop.
What a duo, what amazing basketball we're watching. Tafael Jr. able to float mid-air, showcase his skills, and that connection, the brotherhood. We've seen that a lot during practice, but also really seeing him out in his regular clothes as he waits to hear his fate But he doesn't look like he's out of the PL players, surely.
No, I think that maybe a little bit of a swelling around the ankle or something.
Yeah, I guess we will wait to find out because, medical teams will take their time with the assessment. It does affect game planning and strategy. And since we're talking about game plan and strategy, Coach Alpozzi, very composed on the other side, doesn't want them to make inroads into this league because they still have another game.
It's a 19-point advantage. Randall from the other side. Next three. Randall.
Wow! No words can describe what Rondo II is doing inside the BK Arena here in Kigali. This is what it means to be a superstar, to feel and feed from the energy of the crowd, from downtown, from the right side, from the left. That man, Craig Rondo II, in transition, doesn't need so much time to square up. He does it easily, and wow, incredible.
The radar is fixed. The scoring is good. Erekbo with a three-shot from way down over there on the far side.
Uchenna Iroagbo continuing to show his skill from the backcourt for Fils-de-Rabat, but the momentum has shifted here. And the RSSB Tigers chasing that 100 mark.
There's the rebound picked up by Akbu with Iroagbo coming down the right side. Fils-de-Rabat looking to try and get some points. There's the long-range shot coming in. He's just nailed a three. And it's time Martin with the rebound. And that will take him to 10 rebounds. So he's now got himself a double. So he said, he's only got 4 points, hasn't he, Matt Young? But he's got 10 rebounds.
It's coming. The fact that you blessed it is coming, Robbie. I promise you. I mean, you asked me to predict. Here I am.
A little bit of juju magic. Ben Mahine, 91-72. Big lead. This is 19 points. Fils-de-Rabat needs to score. Rebound picked up by Ben Mahine. We got less than 2 minutes to play here. Iroagbo. Step back. 3-shot. There's a foul there on Cordu, I think, from Matt Young.
Barlow who picks up that foul.
Sorry, Barlow. Thank you, Kim. And Barlow, that's going to be his 4th.
3
Yeah, there's
team
the shot.
fouls here for
Shot at the
RSS Tigers, so not much to worry about.
Cordu. Iroagbo. Shot clock down to 7. Needs to find a way. Untangle himself from the bigs. Akbu's been putting in some really good shots and scores in the paint, but it's turnaround time and Havamana. He's going to go big 3. Akbu been able to deal with Matiang. Oh! Oh my. It is thunderous, seismic activity from the Malian, the magic Malian Barlow.
Wow, that takes it home surely for the RSSB Tigers. 4 dunks for Barlow here today against Fils-de-Rabat.
It's not working, is it, for Foos? Cordu tries to throw it over the top, it doesn't happen. Jackson hitting threes from outside, shaking off his man, gets the ball to Matt Young. Back out, Barlow, the soft touch, a little bit too hard. Then Mahine, Iroagbo. 50 seconds. .8 seconds remaining. So 21-point lead.
The connection from the bigs there. Mangok Matian being able to turn around. Kwani finds Umar Barlow who connects, and it's a dagger inside the paint and sends the London side and the fans into great celebrations. But now, Craig Rondo II looks like he's hurt and getting attention from Dr. Arlette, who's asking him if he's okay. The fact that he can get off the ground and walk on that leg Men's is okay. He'll be fine. As they go into the probably last timeout. Henry Minuka, Tanzanian coach, who's been a popular face here in Rwandan basketball, qualified the Patriots to season 1 of the BAL, qualified the Rwanda Energy Group Reg to their first appearance in the BAL, and now with the RSSB Tigers for the first time as a head coach and enjoying his time on the court side as the home side looked to be the first, perhaps, Rwandan team that has been really assembled in a good way. But the numbers, 25 points from fast breaks for the RSSB Tigers. That has really been a difference for them. And from the three-point mark, 14 threes for Henry Minuka's team compared to just 5 for Fusterabad. And that right there explains the 21-point difference.
Kiro is here.
Still, Fusterabad will try to make inroads into this lead. It's so important because it will help them, have some semblance of belief in the second game in the quarterfinals. Aggregate score is, of course, what the format is this year. And this really does favor the whole team and put them in a strong position if they significantly.
Kwani fouled out, 5 personal. There he is, just getting in the way of Habimada. And so it's the end of the day for him. 36.5 seconds left to play, straight to the free throw line. With that man, Matiang, ready to try and improve on his 4. Already got double figures with his rebounds. Head in the hands moment for Fusterabad. This is not the scoreline they would have wanted. They know that. But honestly, you get a second bite of the apple. The thing is, what a massive game they've got to try and produce a day after tomorrow. It's going to be monumental. It's going to be colossal for them. They have to go hard. The trouble is, they're coming up against probably they are one of the favourites to go all the way.
Well, the RSSB Tigers, they started a bit slow in those opening 2 quarters, but in the second half of the game, we've seen them come alive. And that man, Mangok Matiang, has had to do a good job inside the paint consistently with support from Omar Balo. But what an amazing game he's having. 14 rebounds, up to 6 points now. And who knows, maybe in the 36 seconds he could get that double-double you wished for.
I'm always hoping that they do. Love double-doubles. Triple-doubles, yeah, we like them too. 95, 72, 27 seconds left to play. We'll get to hear from that man, Randall. Our logical MVP for us here today in a few moments. But before, let's see what Jackson can do with 15 seconds as they go in search of 100 points. They might not get it. Matiang gets his shot over. Yeah. Barlow tries to get the rebound. It's been picked up here by Eroebu. Lovely work there as he keeps the ball. Free shot coming in. And it doesn't fall. And that is the end of the first game of 2 in this battle for a place in the semi-finals. He has been outstanding, he has been dominant, and Leonard Craig Randall II, the record holder for points scored in the BAL from the Kalahari Conference.
ikinyuranyo cy'amanota 23 nicyo gitandukanyije impande zombi, ndetse ikipe ya RSSB Tigers ibonye intsinzi yabo ya mbere. Barasabwa kwitwara neza mu mukino wo ku cyumweru kugira ngo bahite bagera muri kimwe cya kabiri. Navuga ko wari umunsi mwiza kuri ikipe ya RSSB Tigers. Agace ka mbere bakayoboye, agace ka kabiri nikabagendekera neza, ariko utundi duce twose twakurikiyeho David batuyobowe. Navuga ko kuri Henry Minuka na bagenzi be bafatanyije gutoza ikipe ya RSSB Tigers bakoze akazi gakomeye muri uyu mugoroba.
Navuga ko igihe tutavuze muri half time ko muri second half umutoza Mine uko abigerageje mu gace ka kabiri ibyo twise gusaranganya, guha abakinnyi bose umwanya kugira ngo arebe niwe mukinnyi ushobora kuba nagenderaho n'umukinnyi ushobora kuba nta minota myinshi mu gice cya kabiri, ndetse no kugira ngo acarenjinga adversaire. Umuntu uvuga ngo wase n'umucisha mu mutwe mu gutekereza uburyo yakwirinda ko ikipe ya Tigers iza kumubonamo amanota cyangwa se kumubonamo resultat. Mu gice cya kabiri icyo yakoze rero ni uvuga ngo ni ugutanga max time cyangwa se igihe gishoboka cyose ku bakinnyi. Hanyuma kimwe twavugaga ubonye ko nuvuga ngo imipira myinshi ya mbere yazamurwaga na Rendo, navuga ko n'imipira ya kabiri batanategereje ko bagenda mu masegonda munsi ya 18 yabaga afite umupira, niyo mpamvu nabo bagerageza gukina shoot za kure. Ikindi navuga ko hasi kugerageza gukoresha igice cya kabiri cyose akoresha abapivori, ubonye ko byatanze umusaruro kuko ino ekipe ya Fus hejuru ntabwo ari nziza, ni ikipe agerageza gukoresha pin. Gukoresha abapivori rero byatumye abako yaga ndetse no kuri